Kansas City Chiefs reached their first Super Bowl in 50 years, and it was a clinic by Patrick Mahomes. The dual threat that he is, the magic that he pulls out of his hat, Russell Wilson like 100 times better at some points. We are just lucky to see this guy. He put Kansas City on his back and said, "We're going to Miami." 3 touchdowns through the air, 294 yards, and a magical touchdown rushing right before the half that I don't even think you could pull off on Madden. Unless you're playing with Patrick Mahomes, then maybe. But 27 yards, tight roping the sideline, and you could tell Tennessee thought he was going to step out of bounds and didn't want to get an unnecessary roughness penalty, especially with it being the waning seconds of the first half. But Mahomes just kept going, and then channeled his inner beast mode, carrying 3 Titans into the end zone, turning a 10-0 early deficit and a 17-7 deficit into a 21-17 lead. So beware, San Francisco 49ers. If you get up an early lead, make sure you score about 50 in the first quarter. Then you might be able to hold on to it. There's just something about that second quarter, and once the Chiefs stop beating themselves with penalties and drops early, again, kind of the same script. They were a well-oiled machine, runaway train, especially with Patrick Mahomes running the show, just being able to diagnose man, diagnose zone, and when to use his legs and when to use that insane rocket arm that he has as well. 2 touchdowns to Tyreek Hill, and 1 dagger touchdown, 60 yards to Sammy Watkins to kind of seal it at an absolute dime. But I do have to give credit to the Tennessee Titans. It's more that the Chiefs are a buzzsaw unless they beat themselves with turnovers and penalties, as I said, because the Tennessee Titans had a great game plan, emptying out the tank, innovative plays, sprinkling in play action pass early to get the Chiefs a little bit off of Derrick Henry, but then that opened up holes for Derrick Henry early, 62 yards and a touchdown in the first half. They actually scored on their first 3 possessions, field goal, touchdown, and then the trick play, the rabbit out of the hat, fat boy touchdown, as I like to affectionately call it. Offensive lineman, the heaviest offensive lineman to score a touchdown in the postseason, 17-7, and then just kind of switched. Patrick Mahomes figured out what Dean Pease and Tennessee was doing, and just kind of outside the numbers for 9 yards, 10 yards, 8 yards, just kind of methodically going down the field, and then the shot plays, then the running plays. And then I think the turning point was the second drive of the second half when Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy kind of changed the game plan and took a page out of the Titans book and just kind of rammed it down their throat a little bit, with Patrick Mahomes using his legs as well, but in scramble drills for effective yardage. But they just pounded the ball down the field for a nice 7-minute and something drive and got up 28-17. And it didn't allow the Titans to use the game plan that got them to the AFC Championship, which was just ground and pound of Derrick Henry. They kind of took a page out of the Titans book and kind of took the air out of them. And once you have to use Ryan Tannehill as a prolific passer, that's not going to happen. Not because Ryan Tannehill's a bad quarterback, it's just because that's not how the Titans are built, and you could see it. And they didn't have as many weapons on the outside either. And the fact of the matter is, the Kansas City Chiefs defensive line imposed their will in the second half, and not allowing Derrick Henry to get going. So they kind of just had to switch to passing all the time, and the Chiefs defensive line feasted and got a lot of pressure on Ryan Tannehill. he got some garbage time touchdowns, and you thought maybe there was a possibility, but a late sack kind of ended that dream. But congratulations to the Titans on a fantastic season, to Andy Reid, to Patrick Mahomes, to Derrick Henry, to Ryan Tannehill. Just a phenomenal run that none of us could have seen coming, but you guys have got a great future. Derrick Henry, you're about to be a rich man. Ryan Tannehill, you've got a lot of options ahead of you now because of what you showed this postseason, and it was just a great game to watch. Congratulations to Kansas City. Well deserved. So many weapons. I don't know how you stop it. Good luck, San Francisco.